Hi, Jay Escobar here, escobarj.com, and this video is the ketogenic diet food list for weight loss. Now, if you haven't seen my other videos, I have 4 other videos that I've done before this one, so if you haven't seen the first 4, go ahead and check those out. I'll post them down below. I'll also post a link here for one of the videos as well. And today what we're going to talk about is meats and protein. And specifically, there's a few things that I want to point out. You can, with the keto diet, you can really eat any meat you want. You want to try and keep it, about 40%, 30 to 40% of your overall diet. You mainly want to eat fats. That being said, there is a break off of the keto diet, a different type of, what's the word I'm looking for? It's a different type of subcategory of the ketogenic diet. It's called the Carnivore Diet. And it's basically just high protein, low fat, or moderate, medium fat, and low carb, low sugar. So it's kind of the opposite, but you're just ramping up your protein. But with the traditional ketogenic diet, you're still going to have 70 to 80% fats, 20 to 30 to 40% meat or protein, and then very, very low, less than 10% carb and sugar. And the idea, you can really have any meat that you want in the ketogenic diet. There are a few things you do want to maybe not eat as much, and I'll get to those in just a few minutes here. But just a few to start off with, and what I like to do is I go for the grass-fed, grass-finished beefs and meats, and I'll explain why in just a minute. But there's a few examples are like ground beef. You can get really nice, high-quality ground beef, grass-fed, grass-finished. I get it at a Walmart. It's called the Butcher Side Market, Market Side Butcher, I think is what it's called. And it's grass-fed, grass-finished. It comes in like these little, square plastic casings. Very, very good meat, very delicious. It comes in a pound at a time. Fairly inexpensive, and actually if you just buy grass-fed, grass-finished steak at like Walmart or online, it's actually cheaper than if you buy it like at the store. If you go to like a restaurant and just get a traditional ribeye, you're gonna pay a lot less for the good stuff. You go to a restaurant, you go to like a steakhouse, and you're gonna pay, 20, 30, 40, sometimes even up to like $80 to $100 depending on what kind of steakhouse you're going to. And a lot of times those steaks aren't even grass-fed, grass-finished. They're just normal steaks. And while they're tasty, they're very, very delicious. You can get a fairly inexpensive grass-fed, grass-finished, high-quality steak, ribeye, tenderloin, New York strip at for $7, $8 for a whole steak. Maybe 10-ounce, 12-ounce steak. And it's really a lot cheaper. You just cook it on your own. And if you think about it, it's really a lot better of a deal if you just cook it yourself and buy the good stuff. So I recommend grass-fed, grass-finished anytime you do any sort of beef. If you're going to do chicken, and that includes like ribeyes, New York strips, porterhouses, tenderloins, fillets, whatever it is you're getting, just try to make sure you're getting the good, high-quality grass-fed, grass-finished. The reason why is because cows can be fed, if it doesn't say grass-fed, grass-finished on it, there's a certain process that the cows go through. If they're not grass-fed, they're eating grains. Those grains have a very adverse effect, and it's kind of like eating soy because they put a lot of garbage into those grains that they feed the cows. It just fattens them up, and there's a lot of GMO, genetically modified foods or genetically modified genes and things in that food that the cows eat. So by having grass-fed, you're getting the organic, you're getting the good, high-quality food that the cow is actually eating it. And the reason you want grass-finished is because in the last 6 weeks of the cow's life, the FDA only regulates up to a certain point. So what a lot of farmers will do is they'll feed the cows grass for the majority of their lives, but the last 6 months of their life before they go to slaughter, they will feed them grains. And that still counts as grass-fed cows because the majority of their life is still grass-fed. but they do this to fatten up the cows last minute to get more profit out of it. And so the reason that's the reason why you want grass finished is so that you make sure that the cow is getting fed grass and is on a pasture eating healthy greens and grass the entirety of its life. And that's how you know you're getting good quality meat. And you can do fattier cuts. So you can do like a ribeye on the keto diet. You can do a New York strip, like I said, tenderloin, beef loin. You can do rump roast. I mean, you can do roast, regular roast. You could do obviously like a filet mignon. There's a lot of different options and a lot of really, really good options. Ribeye is also really one of my favorites. Very, very tender meat. And the next thing is chicken. When you're having chicken, you want never ever any added hormones or antibiotics. And you want to make sure it says never ever any. Same thing with like the cow process. Chickens, because there are so many of them and they're a lot of times inhumanely treated, a lot of times they just do inhumane things. They're just doing kind of sketchy things. So you want to try and stay away from the fattier cuts of chicken. You want to try and keep it to the chicken breast, the very, very lean chicken breast. Just because the fat in chicken holds a lot more bacteria, a lot more things that you don't want in your body, even though on a keto diet you want high amounts of fat. So keep it to like chicken breast and make sure that it says never ever any antibiotics or hormones ever. That's really key and important. The next one is like bacon. Just make sure with your bacon you're not getting nitrites or nitrates in your bacon. It's not good. I mean, there's links to like cancer and different things. But you want to try and get as clean as bacon as possible. I can't remember the brand that I get, but it comes in like a little cardboard box looking thing. You can get it at Walmart. It's really, really good. Delicious bacon. And that is probably one of my go-to things for breakfast is bacon and eggs. The next thing you can do is obviously any type of seafood. If you like seafood, you can pretty much do anything you want with seafood, salmon, fish, trout. Obviously, there's cleaner fishes than others. Salmon's a really, really good one, but you can do like a lot of different types of seafood. A lot of very high in omega-3s in seafood, so that's a really good added bonus for eating seafood. I personally hate seafood, so I don't eat seafood, but it is very, very good for you on the keto diet. The next thing is there's two things that you can get at Costco that are really, really delicious that I highly recommend. One is a keto grass-fed chicken sausage, organic chicken sausage, and it's actually very, very delicious. It's like it sounds exactly what it's like. It's chicken sausage, but it's keto and it's very clean chicken sausage, and it tastes really, really good too. So I recommend that. And then there's also a grass-fed, grass-finished beef Polish dog or Polish sausage. That's kind of a tongue twister. Polish sausage. You can get at Costco as well. A little bit pricey, but they're very, very good sausages, and they taste amazing as well. And then the last couple things you can do is like pea protein. I have a pea protein that I use. There's actually studies done that pea protein actually builds the most muscle, even more than whey protein. And it's surprisingly, it doesn't taste as good as whey protein. Like you can get some really, really good like collagen proteins or whey proteins. Pea protein doesn't taste as good, but it's much better for you. And there's a lot of, you get your full spectrum of branched chain amino acids. So that's something else you can do as far as protein goes. And then the things you kind of want to stay away from is you want to stay away from like kind of dirtier meats, dirtier porks. If you're gonna do like chicken, make sure you're not doing like the chicken thighs that have a lot of fat on it. You want to do like chicken breasts, chicken wings, those types of things. But really, there's a lot that's fair game in the ketogenic world as far as meat goes. There's really not a whole lot of things you can't have. You want to try and just get as clean as possible when you're dealing with meat. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. If you'd like some personalized coaching, you can visit my website at escobarj.com and book a phone coaching session there. I'll help you with either a nutritional program, nutritional regimen, a workout regimen. I also obviously do coaching, as far as emotional, physical, mental, spiritual help, detailing whatever situation, relationships, that type of thing. So you can visit my website there. Also, if you'd like to just send me an email, send me a few paragraphs of it detailing your situation. I'll do my best to get back to you and help you. Pay me, maybe even do a video on your situation to help others around the world. And then also, if you'd like to make a donation, you can donate any amount of money that you feel is worth the amount of value given in this video or any of my other videos by visiting my website as well, escobarj.com. And at the very least, just share this on any platform, any social media platform or site with your family and friends. That is my whole purpose, is to get this out to as many people as possible, to give, and to share my experience and to share my knowledge with the world. The keto diet has helped me personally lose 75 pounds of fat and put on 15 pounds of muscle. And I'm in the best shape of my life. I have a six-pack now, and feels great to be in the best shape of your life and know that you are taking your nutrition to the next level, and it actually helps you mentally as well. So that being said, I hope you're always learning and always growing and always pushing forward, and hope you're doing well, staying safe, and